Alright, this is for those of you who struggle with workout motivation, or you just want to change up your training a little bit. Maybe you've been doing the same thing for a while and you've kind of hit a plateau, not making the gains that you would have liked. Maybe your workout's taking you too long. If you haven't seen what I've been doing on my page lately, I'm training dense strength style, popularized and created by Keegan Coach, Keegan Smith. It's an EMOM style of training, so we're starting a set every minute on the minute. You can do as little as 5 minutes per exercise. That would be a half block. A standard dense block is 10 minutes. And then if you really wanted to go hard, you could do a 20-minute block, which would be called a double dense block. Generally, the more sets you do, the less intense you want those sets to be. So if you're using a barbell exercise, and if you know your 1 rep max, for what we call a 5D whatever, that would be a 5-set dense block. You want to use about 60% of your 1 rep max. For a 10, it'd be about 40%. And then for a 20, I'm not exactly sure of the numbers, but it's probably a bit less than that. The whole idea is you're stacking wins every session. You don't want to go super hard every session. The whole idea is it's kind of sub-maximal. It's self-regulating because you're doing a set every minute. You can't go all out every minute, otherwise you won't be able to keep the same amount of reps, which is the whole idea. It's not a ladder. You're not going up and down reps throughout the sets. Although you can, I would recommend starting with what they call flat blocks, flat sets. And if it's too easy, on the last set of the block, you can go for maximal repetitions. For your barbell exercises, and for the heavier lifts, you want to go up in about 10 kilo increments, no less than that. You can do singles, triples, or sets of 5. That's a good place to start from. So if you started like overhead press, 40 kilos for singles, next time, if it wasn't too intense for you and you didn't have to drop the weight, you would go 40 for 3. And then the next session, hopefully 40 for 5. And then once you hit 5, then you can up the weight by 10 kilos and then go back to singles for 50. If you catch my drift. This also works great with bodyweight exercises. As you see, that's something I do a lot of. Pull-ups work great for this. Push-ups, dips, any type of squat variation. You can use this with the ATG exercises. Works well with short and long range stuff. So that's just a little bit about dense strength. Get a lot done in a really short amount of time. You can get in great shape in just 10 minutes a day if you do this right. If you have any questions or need a hand understanding or want some coaching, don't be afraid to reach out. My inbox is always open.